I don't know, I just had this idea of like doing this video, so I guess I'm gonna start it. Because if not, I'm just gonna explain to you guys how I started to get this idea. So let's get started. So I guess there was lots of things that happened to me during my high school years that made it the best and sometimes like the worst thing ever. And I think that this happens to a lot of people. But I always try to stay with the most positive things from every situation. Sometimes it was like really, really difficult to find something positive, but I found it. So, yeah. So, this story that I'm going to tell you guys, I think it happened during I guess it was like, I believe it was my freshman year, yeah, because obviously I was starting high school, and this is a little bit like, I don't know, annoying because it was super annoying to me, but at the same time, I don't know. Let me just get started with this. So, every single day, uh, I had to ride the bus. And in this bus, mainly there were just seniors and juniors, which you guys might already know that seniors like to be a little bit picky on freshmen, sophomores and stuff like that. So this bus would get really, really packed. However, when people came early, well, they were able to grab like a seat, and you know, there's only one person in a seat, but they would like save it for someone who came like 5 minutes late or something like that. So my freshman year, maybe through all my year, everyone, even if I said it really, really nice, everybody would like be, no, I'm saving this seat for someone else, or I'm eating and no, because you're gonna make a mess, blah blah blah. And I was just like, me making a mess? You're the one eating, but whatever. But many people would be like, no, like you can't sit here. No, you can't. No, I'm sorry. No, this, no, that. Until I think it was my sophomore year when I started to get really pissed off by the situation, because sometimes I couldn't be early to the bus and I had to get a seat. Like, it was just so annoying because to grab a seat, it was like impossible, really, really difficult. So I was just like, oh, what am I gonna do? Like, what am I gonna do with this situation? So I told my mom, I was like, Mom, you know what? No matter how nicely I act or I seem to be, these people won't let me sit. And my mom's all like, it's because they see that you're really nice. And I was like, what do you mean, Mom? And she was all like, yeah, just sit down. Like, don't even ask them permission. If you ask them once and they don't say anything to you, or even if they say, I'm saving it, the bus isn't their property, it's the school's property. And that's why you have the right to sit there. So, in between those years, I think I was really, really insecure about myself. So just going up to someone and sitting, it was like really, really difficult. And for like a few weeks, I thought about what my mom had said to me. But still, I mean, being a freshman in a bus with all seniors or mainly seniors, it's really, really difficult because there's a lot of insecurities grow inside you. And although some of the seniors that I met in the bus were really, really nice, others are not, and they make you feel very, very insecure about yourself. So in that time, I was like, oh my gosh. However, the situation kept growing, and it was just, I was so tired that I was like, you know what? I can care less if I get in trouble because I'm gonna grab a seat and whatever. So one day, there was like only one spot left, and this girl was sitting there. And this girl and I really didn't have a good, like, I don't know, we had never talked to each other, but we didn't like each other. For some reason, she didn't like me, and I didn't really like her. I don't know why, but I still acted nice. I was all like, hey, can I sit here? And she was like, no, I'm sorry, I'm saving it for someone. So this girl, she would always say this thing to me, and sometimes she did save it for her boyfriend, but sometimes they would be like mad, and she'd always say, oh, I'm saving it for my boyfriend, but her boyfriend was like all the way in the back. And I was just like, oh my god. So this day I was like so mad that I was like, okay, I'm just gonna sit here and I couldn't care less what she says. So I asked her nicely, and she said no. So I sat next to her. um like, her stuff was there, but I like a little bit, I pushed them a little bit, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna sit here. And for like for all of the weeks that came, I was like acting really not rude. I wasn't being rude, but I was just being so like positive about myself, and I was like, I gotta do this, because if I keep asking them nicely, they're not going to let me sit down. So for the people who would let me sit down always, I'd be like, oh, please, can I sit here? But for those who never, like, who would always say no to me, I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna go sit down there, and whatever they say, it's not my business, because this school belongs to everyone, not just them. So that's how I ended the situation, because I'm pretty sure that it would have it would have continued if I had just, had done nothing about it. So I was just like, oh my gosh, I felt really happy. And even all my friends who um who were in the bus too were like so surprised, because I'm a really good person, or at least I try to be a good person. And I've never acted that way in my life, but I guess school does teach you some stuff. So ow. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that if you guys are going through this situation, that this video could help you guys a little bit. Um, so yeah, please don't be scared or afraid about this. If you're gonna go into high school next year or this year, and you're gonna ride the bus, because um not every bus will be the same. I guess hopefully you don't go through a situation like this. But if you go, you learn, you learn a lot of stuff. And yeah, just be positive, be kind, and yeah, always be humble, because those people who try to act cool and who try to act rough and rude really don't look any good. So stay nice, be cool in your own way. And yeah, honestly, I can tell you guys that uh, high school is what you make of it. If you make it fun, it will be fun. If you make it boring, it will be boring. And yeah, it's amazing. I can honestly tell you guys that I wish I could go back. I would be a lot crazier if I had the chance. I honestly can tell you guys that high school is the best thing that ever happened to me. Um, I if I could, I'd go back. If I could, I would go back to like the very first day and do everything differently. And yeah, it's just amazing, and you're gonna learn a lot of things. So it's just a great experience, so don't be afraid of it. So good luck, guys. Bye.